What is going on, guys? We're back again with another video. Today is Friday, February 27th, 2026. Pretty good day in the market today. Two break evens, two trades. It's been a slow week. It's been a pretty break even week since Friday of last week. I've just been on a break even streak. Still on these evals, they are at 51,190, so like 1,800 more to go. But you can see the P&L right there. Here's the calendar. You can see since Thursday, actually, it's been Thursday, break even, no trade, a win and a loss, break or no trade, and then two break evens today. So pretty tough, but it is what it is. You know, sometimes weeks like that happen, you go on those dry spells, but I would much rather be on a dry spell than trying to force setups that aren't there. So without further ado, we'll go ahead. We'll jump right into it. What I was seeing this morning. So coming into the morning today, one of the biggest things that I was looking at was just overall structure. So as you can see here on the hourly time frame. So coming into the morning, we had 8:30 news this morning. Coming into the morning, in the 8 a.m. hourly candle, you can see that price came down and swept out this sell side right here. I think this was like a 15-minute data wick. Yep, this was a data wick. So we came down, we swept out this first level of like internal sell side with 8:30 news. And now, typically speaking, with 8:30 news, it's not uncommon for 8:30 news to manipulate and then for 9:30 to reverse and expand. But with this structure, I was expecting price to head lower. I didn't expect us to fall back into the range. Just after yesterday's big dump, trading up into the new week opening gap, sweeping out buy side, we had the S&T up here, and then continuously delivering lower. I definitely expected price to go lower today, but there was one thing that was kind of spooking me, and it was the fact that we had edged this 4-hour high up here. We left pretty much perfect, picture perfect, equal highs on NQ at the 4-hour. So this move lower, technically speaking, wasn't sponsored by the 4-hour. It was sponsored by the hourly, but we didn't re-manipulate into the hourly. We just re-tapped it, and then we left that high intact. So I did say coming into the morning, if we are going to be bullish and we get explosive movement higher, just like how we got explosive movement lower yesterday and then higher a few days prior, I told myself if we get explosive movement higher, then I can look for those equal highs. Price did not explode higher. It wasn't really like a quick, an aggressive price action day like it has been. So at open, kind of neutral on the day. I can see sell side getting hit. I want sell side to get hit. I can also see buy side getting hit. So just kind of neutral. But coming into the morning, we open high. We kind of don't really do anything for a few minutes. We just open high and then go sideways, and then we sweep out sell side right here. There was a trade that I was looking for in here. I think we had like a 3-minute. We had this 3-minute. I'm sorry, we had this 5-minute. So I was waiting for this 5-minute to get swept, and then I was going to see if I could just use this sell side as a break even and then target lows down here, but we never inverse a 5-minute, so I didn't end up taking anything. And so we come down, sweep out the sell side right here, and then we start trading higher. We sweep out this high, get another leg higher, sweep out these slanted highs right here. I can draw this out. You'll see it pretty well. These slanted highs, we come up, sweep them. Now, I was waiting for this 15-minute internal high to get swept, but the fact that we had swept out all of this low resistance, made the 1-minute gap, inversed it with volume. We had a good break-even point. We had the unfilled 5. We had sell side. We had sell side. I figured we've done all of this. We don't necessarily need to sweep the 15-minute internal high. I'm okay with putting the risk on now. Because I'm confident this is at least going to go to break even. So I went ahead, I took the short, entered on close, and then I just went break even at the 3-minute, at the 3-minute for value gap. I went break even right here, ended up turning around on me in the 3-minute. Got just shy of TP at the 5-minute, turn around, break even. No big deal, that was super A+. And then we come back up, we sweep out this internal high, and then I was looking for a re-entry here just because of how quick this was. Had we inversed this 1-minute to the downside, I absolutely would have re-entered and taken the same trade. But we didn't do that. We ended up just kind of trading higher, trading higher, trading higher. And then now we've manipulated above all of the 15 minutes, and now we're trading towards this hourly. So this just becomes my next draw. We're clearly not moving lower. We clearly want to go higher before going lower. So what can I target higher that will sponsor the move lower? So this hourly for value gap was definitely where I was looking. So after we sweep out this internal high and we start getting these legs higher, we open up this 5-minute gap right here, as you can see. And now you'll notice that NQ did not tap this 5-minute gap, but we had an SMT in the 5-minute gap on this low right here. So ES tapped the 5-minute gap, whereas on NQ right here, NQ did not, but we had the SMT. So that counted as my manipulation. So we have the SMT. I'll just go ahead and annotate it. Just something like this. I think it looked something like this. So we had the SMT, and then we had a 2-minute fair value gap. So I was telling myself, if we inverse this 2-minute, and I know this close was weak. I even had to check NQ to make sure it did close. But it was still a close, and this draw felt very obvious. These highs felt very obvious. So I went ahead, I entered in on a close. I was going break even at these highs, and then I was just targeting the hourly gap. And then again, just like the first one, we hit my break even point, and then just turn around break even me. We did end up delivering on this, but in all honesty, like we didn't really need to go back down to break even. If I expected this to just be a quick move up. So I wasn't too mad about the break even here. It is what it is. There was also some shorts here. There was a 3-minute play on NQ. I didn't take it because I didn't see that MNQ did not have the 3-minute, while as on NQ, you can see that we did have the 3-minute. So I noticed this a little late, so I just tape read it. I just watched. It did play out to the internal low. You could have entered on close with your stop at the high of the 3-minute and then just targeted the internal low. I honestly, hindsight, I can say that. I think looking back on it, I probably would have been targeting the major low, so I would have gotten the edge super bad. But that is pretty much all that there was today. It was it's been, like I said, it's been a tough week. It's been super slow. There really hasn't been a lot going on. It's just been either pumpered up and open with one direction, no retrace, and then sideways, or just low volatility, kind of like today was. Just very back and forth, stuck in a range, very blown account inducing. So I say all that to say, on these weeks, you just have to endure the slower price action. You have to be okay with sitting in that frustrating feeling. I'm not going to say that feeling isn't there as you progress in trading. It's always going to be there. Taking break evens and bad price action is always going to be frustrating. But you can absolutely navigate it well, and in doing so, you can set yourself up to trade for the good weeks. I had a very break-even week because I didn't force setups. I know a bunch of people blew their accounts, and because of that, I can now just go into next week with full capital. I don't have to restart. So definitely lessons to be learned in the slow weeks, more so than the actual the trading, but in the act of not trading and then just filtering out all the bad setups and just protecting your capital. So definitely there's lessons to be learned all the time, but these slower weeks are definitely they're good for making monumental progress. So I encourage you, if you had a slower week, don't stress it. The market's going to be here next week. It's not going anywhere. Neither are we. But if you did have a tough week and you did get chopped up, it is what it is. Like I said, market's going to be here next week. No need to stress about it. No need to get your panties in a wad. It is what it is. But yeah, hopefully next week cleans up. Hopefully I get these evals done. I've been saying that for like a month now. I'm so sick of being in eval jail though. So hopefully done next month. Hopefully done next week. But with that, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will catch you guys next week. Peace.